Christina Verner. Christina now is the, God, you make me choke, Christina. She's the Director of Intelligent Communities at the largest single project in Canada, Waterfront Toronto. Christina has led the development of the Windsor Essex successful application previously, as they became one of the top 7 intelligent communities of the world. And starting in July this year, she moved over to Waterfront Toronto and to wonderful Toronto and Ancaster, where she had her car broken into the other day. If you had moved right into Toronto, it wouldn't have happened. Anyway, congratulations. Laura Guthrie. Laura is as the Economic Development Officer for the City of Fredericton. She's been responsible for bringing together the rainbow of groups and tremendous number of groups in Fredericton, without any question. But they've constituted the community, and she's been weaving them together in a process of growth. And we all know the number of times that Fredericton has won awards for Intelligent Community of the Year and many other awards. So it's a real pleasure, Laura. Michael Ryebeck. Michael is the president and CEO of BC Net. For those that may not know, we have each province has its own research and education network, a series of them across Canada and up north in the territories. And BC Net covers British Columbia. And Mike has been there for many years. This is the research and education high-speed network in BC. And many of the things he's been doing have been quite pioneering, leading into working in the communities as well. I've known Mike for many, many years, and I know the tremendous work and how well respected he is in British Columbia. So congratulations, Mike. Michael Sullivan has made a significant commitment to improving public safety communication interoperability. How's that for a bunch of words? Yeah, I don't know if I can. We had a great presentation this afternoon, though, and he's a division chief for Ottawa Fire Services, and they've been doing some real pioneering work in Ottawa to look at new kinds of communications and bringing it all together. And he's been a leader for a long time in pushing the frontiers in public safety organizations. So it's a real pleasure, Michael. Monique Savoie. She's the president and founder and artistic director of Montreal's Society for Arts and Technology, having created a magnet for leading-edge combinations, really, of dance, theater, and digital advanced technology, drawing the best in these sectors to Quebec. Her experts have been behind the success of today's activities, and I think we'll see some more of that a little later. Congratulations. Here's a guy who's a member of my golf club, except we've never played. Peter Acito. Peter is the President and Chief Executive Officer of ING Direct Canada, and he not only works on leading-edge technologies, but he champions philanthropic activities, and I know he's been doing that for a long time, but ones that provide opportunities to underprivileged children across the country and around the world. And he's become a real leader and spokesperson for innovation in Canada over the last few years, and he led ING Direct to be a diamond sponsor of iCanada in the early days and continuing as well, and it's a real pleasure, Peter. Robin Windsor, President and CEO of Cybera, Alberta's innovation network covering all the research and education community and moving into other areas as well. He's invented and developed the world's first digital X-ray system, won Cool Companies Awards, a top 10 award for fastest growing companies, and literally and an Entrepreneur of the Year award. So he's an entrepreneur, and he's been doing amazing things in Alberta. And it's just fabulous to have you and to give you this award, Robin. Steve Palmer. Steve's leadership and impact on the testing, evaluation, and ultimate adoption of technology among Canadian first responders has been exemplary. Steve has played a notable role in encouraging cooperation and collaboration among police, fire, and emergency first responders in Canada. Steve?
So this one, and then there's
Terry Dalton. Now we're moving across the country again. Terry has boosted communications infrastructure in the Atlantic region and across Canada. He's chair of the Atlantic Canada Organization of Research Networks in Nova Scotia, called ACORN, and co-chair of the Canary Technical Committee. And I met Terry in particular when I was down as a guest speaker at Digital Nova Scotia dinner, and I know the tremendous work that's going on down there. So congratulations, Terry. Pascal Rodier has made a significant commitment to improving public safety communications and operability, currently serving for New Brunswick in an operational position. One of the founding members of CITIG, which stands for the national organization focused on this, and very much involved in interoperability strategy for Canada. His contribution to the whole interoperability, we all heard about interoperability at the time of 9/11 and the fact that nothing interoperated. And so Canada has really been doing some leadership things so that the various services can interoperate and communicate, and it's a real issue. And so Pascal has really been a mainstay for Canada in this whole area, and one of the few that has had an opportunity to share his capability between provinces as well. Last but not least, we've got this little thing. John gave me an award. Now, John Reed, I'm going to give him an award. John has been the leader of CATA, Canada's largest high-tech industry association, for years and years and years, for 30 years, and has really built it over these years. But his focus has always been on helping businesses to grow. So CATA does policy work, but it's really all about how can I help your business grow. So under his leadership, CATA established an office in China, a multilingual website, and CATA and CATA's companies have just grown. Every time John sends out something over social networks and everything, I can't remember how many thousands of people get it. Probably many of you, probably many times a week. But John has just done a tremendous job in stressing the importance to governments and society of the high-tech industry in Canada. And, that's a big job to do, and he's done it very well, and it's a real pleasure, John. Now, I just want to add, once again, congratulations and perhaps a round of applause for everybody